what could be mistakes that people could make building with GenAI stacks, etc. Right? What could we be missing when you're thinking about providing end value to customers, right? And you're specifically building on the sales stack, right? To use that, maybe anecdote and example, talk about how can that be done better. Also add a layer, if possible, on what advantages do we have building from India, right? Is there anything different from what we saw in the SaaS era over the last 10 years? Or do we just double down?
So I think it's AI, it's for a startup. It depends on your market. We're talking a lot of AI consumption at a meaningful level is on the larger company, mid-market, enterprise side. Talking to Ayush, they're focusing there. We focus there. Smaller companies do too, but it's not meaningful. Number one thing, what I'm seeing is, as a startup, it's very hard. See, it never is easy. With AI, it's harder. What you asked earlier about outcomes. See, results are a very small part for an enterprise or what they're expecting. Before that, they're expecting compliance, privacy, control, etc., etc. We spend
Has that gotten more complex in the AI
absolutely,
world? Yeah.
and because it's so new, it's so risky, it is so big a bet. They are taking the safe way out. It happens always, but it's even more applicable here. Multiple opportunities. Hey, we are gonna go ahead and try out Microsoft Copilot before we look at you and ABC. So I think startups have their job cut out. You have to find those niches where you don't compete strongly. Otherwise, enterprises are going there. It's not just about the ROI. That's never easy, but that's actually a easier problem than some of these others. Compliance is hard, data is hard, privacy is hard. I'll give you an example. Fortune 200 company, we spent a month on the MSA, 48 pages. We've spent 3 months now on a 1.5 page data rights addendum. We still at it, right? So what do we do? So that's a very, very big part. Indian companies, my take, I don't know if it's counterintuitive. As Indian startups, I don't think innovation has really ever been our forte. I don't think so. I think where we become successful, on the SaaS side, we've done well. It's taken some time. People like Girish, a lot of people, CleverTap. I remember a lot of older companies, Wingify, I saw Pallav here somewhere. They started a long time ago. But innovation still is not, right? Building a good product, we've gotten good at it. Innovation's not. I think last month there was a Twitter thread going on. I forgot who the founder was. I know Hemant Mohapatra, he chipped in. Someone said, VCs don't fund innovation in India, AI, etc. And Hemant said, hey, look here, the 5 companies we funded. Now that's a long story. I don't think it's just a VC thing. I think it's a founder thing too. It just takes too long, to work with that. But it's going to be harder. I think for Indian startups, it takes a lot more. Number one, it's not been our forte.